Today we have the KITH and Coca-Cola collection that we'll be looking at. Unfortunately, this is going to be another one of those one shot and done unedited videos, just because we've been getting hammered with lookbooks and new seasons starting up is that time of year. So I won't be able to go through and make a nice little edited video like I normally do like to, but I wanted to cover this collection because I think there's some really interesting pieces in it, and I know some of you guys out there that are subscribed like KITH, so I wanted to cover that for you guys. And you know, if you are a new viewer and you do like what we're doing here, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. It is there for a reason. And this collection releases this upcoming Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not sure if I already said that, but I'll get that out of the way. And with that being said, we'll jump into it. We have a pretty interesting style of a lookbook where it's literally a magazine that you have to browse through, you have to flip through. I don't think it's the most friendly to kind of cover in this in a video format, just because you have to zoom in on everything like this and then go to the next page. But we'll that's what we got to do, I guess. We have this Varsity Jacket retailing at $595, which if you guys are familiar with KITH, you know that they make nice products but also charge that premium price. So nice jacket, you know, very, very clean. A lot of the stuff Ronnie comes up with is super clean, but you do have to pay that high price for it. Moving on, we have this Gorman Jacket, which is, you know, an old athletic jacket, like an old hooded nylon bomber take on that. This coming out at $250, a lot more reasonable than the $500 one we just saw. But you know, nothing too crazy so far. We've just been seeing the Coca-Cola spell out and then KITH. This time we have the Michelin Nest stuff, where they're actually going to be collaborating or using pieces from them for a lot of the collection. We have several things coming from them, most notably the shorts that we're going to see later. But this button-up is kind of like a half and half print, as you guys can see, making use of Coca-Cola in a couple different colorways, as well as KITH coming in a white and red. But yeah, not crazy about this. As far as the price goes, $225, and they're calling it a coach's jacket, though. You know, I think it looks very thin, almost more along the lines of just a button up. But hey, they can call it what they want, and they'll charge whatever they want for it. So moving forward, we have the Mountains denim jacket, which it's an alright denim jacket. I do really like kind of how thick the lines are in the denim. Like right here, that's some fat denim, or at least maybe it's some painted on pinstriping, but I really like how thick that denim is. I think that looks cool. As far as the decals or the designs on it, you know, we have this big Enjoy Coca-Cola on the back, and then KITH on the shoulder. Coming on the front, you have a bunch of kind of weird paneling or color blocking going on that I'm just not crazy about. I would have, you know, rather just been one solid color on the front or something. You know, I think KITH has a lot better denim jackets that they've done before, like the Tommy Hilfiger collaborations. I do like those ones. But this piece is coming in at $325. Moving forward, we have this cardigan, once again Michelin Nest, the Mountains cardigan, and this will cost you $265 if you are a fan of it. But this time around, pretty basic. Down in the very far right corner, we can get a little look at it, where it has Coca-Cola going all the way around, and it says Enjoy. A lot of these designs are based on the older Coca-Cola graphics, which you'll definitely see with the graphic t-shirts that they have coming up. But you know, not a bad cardigan. But would I pay $265 for it? Hell no. This cardigan here I do like a lot more. Coming in at $265 once again, and also being a Mitchell and Ness logo cardigan. We have just the logos, you know, thrown all about it, like we've seen done a little bit before with that button up. But yeah, I do like the red colorway on here, and it's almost reminiscent of that of a Varsity Jacket, with how they have the white pinstriping going around on the shoulders, as well as up the chest of the cardigan. So I do like that. I think this one looks a lot cooler. If I had to, you know, pick a cardigan to pay almost $300 for, it would be that. So next up, we have the Pendleton Terry Williams 3 hoodie. If you guys aren't familiar with Pendleton, they do a lot of kind of thicker flannels and things along those lines. I'm not exactly sure what this style is called, this like style of pattern is called, but very reminiscent of what you'd see on like ponchos and blankets in like Arizona and New Mexico and like Texas and stuff along the border back in like the cowboy days. I get those vibes off of it. But I don't know, I'm not crazy about that pattern, which we will see this pattern used a lot mixed with the Coca-Cola logo. I'm not exactly sure if there's any like history tying them together or they just thought it looked cool. But you know, coming up again, we have the Enjoy Coca-Cola stuff going on a hoodie. This time it's called the Mountains William 3 hoodie, coming in at $165. And I really like the wash on this. If you look at the bottom, you can kind of tell that's like got a little wash on it. Same with the cuff over here on the actual like lookbook picture. You can kind of get that feeling going for it. And yeah, I think it's kind of a cool piece. I guess I'll also mention I'm not a fan of Coca-Cola. Like I barely drink any pop, and Coca-Cola is not my drink of choice if I am gonna kind of splurge like that. But we have the just plain old Williams 3 hoodie this time, coming in once again $165. Just got some small embroidered detail on the chest. Moving forward, we have Crewnecks, the striped crewneck, which almost leans into those like those Pendleton ones we saw before, where they're using a ton of different colorways, but it's almost like the I guess more so like the gay pride flag or like a rainbow flag. Or a rainbow fill that we're getting here, where you have all these just assortment of colors. But yeah, $150. You know, I think these are all right, but as far as the collection goes, I think it really shines once we get over to the graphic tees. We also have the Pendleton camp collar shirt, which is just this like a rayon button up, coming in at $165. So just as expensive as a hoodie. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this at all. Moving forward, we have the printed camp collar shirt. Once again, $165, same as that. I forget what they called it, the coach jacket, I want to say. Then we also have these graphic T-shirts, the vintage tees, and these are by far my favorite. I really like these. I think we are going to get some better product images later, so I'm gonna skip forward a little bit, hoping that is the case. Look at the bottoms a little bit right here. We have the Michelin Nest logo shorts here, and it almost appears to be like a knit fabric. Yeah, a wool blend knit fabric. And also look at the price point, $225. So these shorts look amazing, they look like they feel amazing, but $225 is hard to justify for a pair of shorts. And we also have these, the Pendleton swim short, coming in at $150. Just follows kind of like those hoodies that we saw earlier. Really don't care for these. They have a Coca-Cola spell out against the crotch, and then that's about it. Moving ahead, once again, we have some Pendleton shorts coming in at $150. I don't think these are swim shorts. They appear to be a cotton or a twill fabric, it says down here. A little bit better, you know, not a whole lot going on though. Kind of a cool side detailing though. We also have these printed shorts, once again $150 for the price point, using that graphic we've seen before. We have some women's tops, the Cimarron hood, which is a cropped hoodie, reminiscent of the Pendleton stuff we've been seeing, and then also a very basic KITH embroidered chest logo, which I'm guessing we have some Coca-Cola. Yeah, we have Coca-Cola big on the back, across the shoulder blades for that cropped hoodie, that white one anyway. Yeah, the back of that hoodie looked very similar to this shirt, where it was just up along the back. But yeah, this is the Chris Crew, coming in at $145. Not a bad piece, a lot more basic than the stuff we saw previously, or the stuff we saw for the men. Moving on, we have the Connie cropped crew, which looks like, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell against the like blaring white background of the magazine, but we have all over print for the KITH logo as well as the Coca-Cola logo like we've seen before, and it almost looks like it has like a very light tie-dye coloring to it, and this will be $145. So not a bad piece, I don't think. We accidentally skipped these. cropped camp collar shirts, which they're all right. I think it's kind of interesting how you have the drawstrings on the bottom of the cropped tee. I don't know if I've really seen that too often coming from other pieces, but once again, I just don't really vibe with these patterns. I'm not knocking you if you do, or saying it's necessarily a bad piece. I do like that kind of like color washed version where it's like a little desaturated, that one in the back. But yeah, moving forward, the Cambry Terry Crew, once again, a crop top for the ladies. We have coming in a white colorway and then a blue colorway. Obviously a Terry fabric with the Terry name, and $120. You just have the Coca-Cola on the chest, and then the KITH below it appears to be embroidered. We have this Hillary Jacquard knit halter top, which I think these are pretty cool. Halter top is a cool piece to use. Also kind of funny, I'm looking down here on the bottom. They show the back image, but just like completely remove the front of it. So I don't know, it just looks goofy anyway. But yeah, $70. I honestly don't think this is a bad piece. As far as the prices go, I don't think this is a terribly overpriced piece. KITH, has these high price points, but I don't think that's too steep. Moving forward, we have some bottoms. The Pendleton LN2 short, which I feel like we're just going to see a lot of the same stuff we saw for the men. So it doesn't really pay to dwell on this stuff too much, or at least we're going to get bottoms that just match the tops. So we get the Terry shorts that match that. I will say I like these biker shorts. I do like the fit on them, fitting almost like similar to that of like a yoga pant or like a compression, where they're very tight. And I do like that like faded vintage wash that they do use for the fabric. They're calling it a crystal wash. That's coming in at $85. You have a small KITH branding logo there, and then Coca-Cola on the other thigh. And honestly, like I don't see why this needs to be a Coca-Cola collaboration piece. I'd almost rather just KITH, because there's nothing Coca-Cola about this. It's kind of strange to include that. But we also have this Chuck Taylor Converse collaboration. I will say I think this is like the third collection between KITH and Coca-Cola, and they commonly do some Chuck Taylors. They did the high Chuck Taylors before, and then this time we have the Chuck Lows, the All-Star 1970 Ox, I guess they're calling them, and these are coming in at $140. They have a denim upper, cubic embroidered coat branding, blah blah blah, raw edge detailing, which is kind of interesting. You see it's kind of frayed on the sides. I don't think these are bad, though. I do much prefer the high top version of them, especially the KITH collaboration of the high top version of them. And I do like the little detail where they add the KITH on the sole, that like KITH tab on the sole. I think is cool. We also get the logo slides, which are $32, a lot more reasonable if you're going for KITH Coca-Cola footwear. But if you want that hype KITH branding, you're not going to get it on these, because there's not really any KITH branding except for underneath your foot. Moving forward, we get the accessories. We have the bucket hats. You get Michelin Nest bucket hats matching a lot of the patterns we've already seen. Not crazy about a lot of them. I guess this just OG red and white Coca-Cola one is all right. Moving forward, we get some more Coca-Cola hats that just kind of match what we've seen before. $65 retail, $20 socks, which I'm not crazy about a lot of this stuff. You have this towel, the mountain towel, which is a little bit more interesting. We get this classic like Coca-Cola graphic, and I guess I'll also point out all the mountain stuff in the background of the actual like Coca-Cola graphic. You have a mountain, that's why it's called mountain. But on the lower half, you have this like checkerboard KITH graphic making up that like kind of lower 2/3 of the piece, and this is something they've used a lot. They've done it on denim before, with Levi's for sure they've done it, and I think it's also something they've used on some other pieces as well, but I forget which. I think they've done it on some shoes, but the towel is coming in at $85, which is, I don't need to be spending no $85 on a towel, so that's good for me. We get this core doormat. I'm not sure how to pronounce the material, but you see this type of doormat all over the place, and that's gonna be $65. Once again, I feel like you can get these things for like 10 bucks at Walmart or whatever, so it feels like it's kind of steep to be charging that. We also have a number of skate decks coming in, the Pendleton skate decks. I guess the Pendleton is probably just this pattern that they're doing. I got no idea. I know Pendleton is the brand that makes flannels, but I can't see them making skate decks, so I'm guessing Pendleton is just that design. We also have probably the most interesting accessory, the M2 pickup diecast replica, which is a 1975 GMC Sierra Grande 15, and it's just a little toy truck, or a little replica, and I think that's pretty cool. $45, a little bit better pricing. And then we have all the t-shirts right here. Let me scroll forward, make sure that's the end, and that is the end. So we're going to hop in, look at these t-shirts, because like I said, I think the tees are the best part of the collection. I do believe these are $65 coming in for retail price. I think they're $65 each. You get a bunch of like just pure white ones with graphics, and then you're also going to get like cream colorways with graphics as well. And that being said, we'll hop into it and look at my favorite part of the collection. So we have this Coke Is It one, and I guess before we talk about them too much, the thing I really like about these is these remind me of the like KITH NASCAR t-shirts that they did super long back, where they just take like an old graphic tee and then they'd print the KITH box logo like front and center over whatever the logo was. Like, it didn't matter what was behind it. If it was like super hard to read the KITH logo even, they just blast it on there, and they're doing the same thing here, and I like it. I think it's a cool style. But yeah, I think these are following the line of the Looney Tunes tees that they did, where they're trying to make them like vintage tees, so they have like a special wash, and then they'll be $65, I think. But yeah, we have this Coke Is It one, and then the KITH logo. And a lot of these seem like they're following like old branding out of like magazines or like old advertisements. We have a KITH vending machine here, a bottle being popped open. You have the bottle opener and then the cap coming off, and it says Coke Is It. We also have like a article, it looks like almost, out of a magazine where it says enjoy ice cold Coca-Cola, Coke Is It. And then the KITH logo, of course, going over that. And I really like this one. This is like one of those like cream colorways. I wish they maybe blended the graphic like cut from the page. You can kind of see the white graphic. It would have been kind of cool if they got rid of that white background and just did that maybe. But still cool pieces. We also have this one. It's something, it's breathtaking. I don't know, Coke, but yeah. Coke, commonly kind of makes use of like, oh, you're thirsty, like grab a Coke. It's like the movie theater stuff where they try to make you like look at all like the sweat coming off of the cup and stuff and be like, oh damn, I'm thirsty. But yeah, we also have this Coca-Cola Menu, which has like pastrami sandwich, hamburger, roast beef, barbecue, which I think is another cool design. We have another, it's hard to read a lot of what's going on here because the graphics, or we can only zoom so far. But yeah, like a breakfast meal with Coke in there as well. Just a classic can. Once again, we have the Coke up against the ice. I think this is another cool one. It's hot, stay cool. It's like a ice cube with Coke inside it, and then the KITH print over it. Two Coca-Colas clinking together, and a smile. Hard to tell what it says right here. Moving down, we have like a neon sign that's lit up, or like a huge like sign over a building or something. You get kind of interesting, a couple more Coke products. You get Coca-Cola, the classic, the Diet Coke, and then Sprite as well, kind of like it's lined up inside a vending machine. We get what appears to be like a crinkled Coke can, not crazy about that one. A Coke cup being filled, more Coke cup being filled. You get the kind of like candy cane straws, Coke Is It. Super old ad right here, style right here. It's in black and white even. The real thing Coke. It's the real thing Coke. So probably a very old ad since it's black and white and they're saying it's the real thing. A bottle of Coke being poured into a Coke glass. Not crazy about the colors on that one. We get some air balloons. Not crazy about that. A dude surfing holding a Coke. Kind of interesting. The love machine. It's like a drawn graphic rather than an actual image of stuff. Not crazy about that, I guess. Just a Coke cup. This one is kind of cool here. We have an ice cubes being dropped into a Coca-Cola glass, and then KITH plastered over it again, which I think is cool. There's a plane taking off, so sorry about that. Let them take off. But then we have a bunch of Coke bottles, KITH plastered over that. Coca-Cola kind of looks like it's in front of like a theater almost, like with the advertising on the bottom, but some type of branding, and then it's in front of some type of large building, and you got the KITH once again plastered in front of it. But a lot of cool graphic tees in here, I think, and we will go back just to make sure that the price point is $65, just to keep you guys updated and aware of what you're going for. So right here, I guess we can see the design's a little bit better, not much better, but yeah, the price is actually $70. So these are the white ones that we have. You can see right here, and then we also have these ones coming in ivory, they're calling it. So a little bit of an off-white, and they're both $70. So a correction on that. Like I said, we can see a little bit closer with the graphics, but not too much closer. It's the real thing Coke. Looks like it's like a dude facing the viewer, and then a dude facing away as well. Still hard to tell what's going on a lot of these, but yeah, I do like these ivory ones. Hard to pick a favorite, but I just like how it's similar to those NASCAR ones, because those are probably some of my favorite KITH pieces, honestly. But I think these really stand out in the collaboration for me, and I personally think they really make the collaboration for me. So that's about it, though. I'll probably end up going for one of these tees, just have to decide which one. And with that being said, let me know what you guys think of the collaboration. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.